In the first half of 2021, rumors spoke of an upcoming MacBook Pro.
The land of make-believe!
Apparently, it would be the first Pro product to be redesigned around Apple's incredible in-house processing chips.
Wow, there it is.
Featuring a fresh new design, radically better battery life, increased power, and a little tiny display size bump. However, there were a few rumors that were interesting. Some said this new MacBook would kill the touch bar. Others said it would revive some dead ports.
Oh, poop.
And some even said that it would bring back MagSafe charging.
This is where the fun begins.
Now, these rumors got a large amount of people quite excited.
Let me guess. You're home?
And it was beautiful.
However, honestly, they just confused me. Apple hardly ever removes features, and hardly ever brings removed features back. Especially just features like these. Take the touch bar for example. Introduced in 2016, it was marketed as a revolutionary new way to interact with your MacBook. It could be touched, swiped, and slid in whatever way you chose in order to better help you complete your work. It seemed to be a natural direction laptops were traveling in. Replace parts of the physical keyboard with a second screen that could adapt to whatever task is currently on hand, give haptic vibrations for key presses, and make the physical keyboard outdated. Admittedly, the touch bar wasn't a complete success. It was buggy, you had to take your eyes off the main display to use it, and the button layout constantly changed, making muscle memory unobtainable. But it had potential. It just needed to get better, which is something that never happened because Apple never updated the damn thing, and apparently now is removing it.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
It just feels like a step back. It feels like Apple saw what could be, the future that could come to fruition, and were like, nah, let's go live in the past. Just like how Apple is rumored to be traveling back in time to MagSafe charging. Yes, the power cable that everybody loves because it magnetically attached for charging and detached for not charging. At least it did, until in 2016, Apple unplugged the MagSafe charger for the last time and switched its pro-level users over to USB-C charging.
Yeah, that's definitely dead.
I killed them all.
Now, I'll be honest with you. As a relative newbie to the Mac ecosystem, I've never had a MacBook with MagSafe charging, and so I never missed it when I got this model with USB-C charging. I just love the fact that I don't have to worry about which port I plug the charger into, and that the port that I charge from can also double as an extra port when I need it. But stuff all that. Throw all of that praise into the trash, because now there's going to be one port to charge it, and it's going to be on the left side. Of course, the side that I don't charge from.
Are you going to kill me?
I would certainly like to.
And speaking of ports, apparently the new MacBooks are bringing back the SD card reader.
What the hell?
Which reads SD cards found in things like cameras and audio recorders. Again, I understand why people want it, but also, I would just argue at this point, it's about to be rendered obsolete. When Apple removed the SD card reader off of the 2016 MacBook Pro, many people were understandably upset, as SD cards were a standard at the time. But it's not 2016 anymore. A lot of new cameras are coming out with either CF Express A or B cards, and don't even get me started on the actual professionals that were already using unorthodox methods of memory storage, like CFast cards and Red Mini Mags. Again, this all just makes the SD card reader outdated and essentially useless, sending you straight back to a trip to Dongle Town. And the thing is, Apple already kind of fixed this problem with the 2016 MacBook Pros. It's called USB-C. The USB-C port is supposed to be a port that can adapt to whatever the user needs at any given time, albeit sometimes with the need of a dongle. It can connect to monitors, act as an Ethernet port, transfer data to USBs, and even be used to charge laptop batteries. Again, Apple saw this as the future, but now they're seemingly walking back on it. I mean, they're even apparently bringing back the HDMI port.
They call it pyro processing, but it's a molten salt process. They're dissolving this thing in a molten salt, and they're doing electrochemistry on it.
Who needs that? Why can't you just get a USB-C dongle, you frickin' schnitzel? I don't understand it, and I don't like it. The reason why I love Apple products is that they always keep moving forward and never look back. They seem to be the only manufacturer with the balls to push the industry forward, to take the fall for removing outdated technology and introduce new groundbreaking features to start transitions and shape the whole industry. This MacBook Pro does none of that. If anything, it does the complete opposite and spits in the face of what Apple stood for to me.
You can't keep getting away with it!
It just takes too many steps backwards in too many areas. It gives people exactly what they want. It gives them a faster horse when they should have really been given a car. I just hope this trend doesn't impact too much of Apple moving forward. I just don't want Apple to become stagnant, relying on their past successes to dictate their future. I guess I'm just scared that Apple will just retread old ground, that we set on this course where they don't innovate, they don't try anything new, and in time, new companies will fill the space that Apple used to occupy. They'll be the ones introducing new revolutionary products that implement features that push the industry forward. And Apple will die. Apple will die. I think I really just want the 2021 MacBook Pros to be an Apple MacBook Pro. Not anyone else's, not a Samsung, not a Google, not a Windows. None of those companies can do what Apple does. But if they don't, maybe I might as well just buy a regular PC laptop. Thank you for coming to my nerd talk. If you want to see the other side of this story, I put out a video talking about the 2021 iMac and how, thankfully, it's a very, very Apple product. Yes, I still think Apple is Apple. I just think this might be a new strategy for the Pro line, honestly. But more about that in the iMac video. If you like what I do, subscribing would be excellent. The Pixel 6 admittedly looks elegant, and of course, stay strong.